You know, when we were doing our research, everybody kept saying, oh, you can live in Costa Rica, man. You can live there for $1,000 a month. And other people say, if you want to live high on the hog, it could be $3,000 a month. And I kept thinking to myself, is this real? You know, I have a hard time believing it because Andy and I live in Charlotte. Our kids are grown and gone. It's just us. We live on $6,000 a month. I mean, how can you live on just $1,000? It just seems incredible. When we were there, we met a lot of the ARCR people, and then some people we met through the forum, and we sat and talked to them. And there are people who have lived there for 5 years. They both had jobs. They said, we're done with this. We want to, we're tired of the corporate bullshit. We're done. And they're very similar to us because they were in their, I guess, a little younger, early 50s, and, they weren't ready for Social Security yet, like we're not. And they actually live on $1,750 a month. I mean, they do it. And she's anal like I am and had a spreadsheet and went over things. Now, you're going to spend more if you don't own your own home. They own their home. They bought this incredible piece of land. They were like us in the beginning saying, we're just going to rent. But they fell in love with a gorgeous piece of land. They built a beautiful little 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. Would be perfect for us. I would live there in a heartbeat for $60,000. You can't do that here. You can't get a house for $90,000 on top of a mountain overlooking the ocean. I mean, it is incredible. And then, so they can live on $1,700 a month because their car is paid for, their vehicle's paid for, and their house is paid for. And then she went, how much electric costs and this and that. So, this is a real case study. These are people that do it. They've done it for 5 years now. But, I went to the grocery store the other day and bought a pineapple. Now, this is in Charlotte. This isn't in Miami or anything. And a pineapple was $4.99. Well, there it's 80 cents. And it's fresh because, they grow them there. So I think it depends how you want to live. If you want to go to the high-price grocery stores in Escazú, you're going to spend a lot of money on groceries. But if you want to go to the local little produce places where you're going to get things that are far better for you, taste better, you're going to spend a lot less. So I think you can really live. I think the websites are right. $1,500 or $3,000 or $5,000, I guess, if you wanted a chauffeur to drive you everywhere. So it just depends, I think, where you want to live, but you can't live in the States on that, especially if you're not of retirement age where you're getting your Social Security.